Om Shanti can start.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti to everyone. As per a different time zone, as we are in different time zone, accordingly, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. We hope all of you are doing good. So let's get started. The topic for today's webinar is improving my resilience. So let me tell all of you about resilience. Being resilient means to come back quickly from anything which has happened. So as most of we all aware that in current situation in IT industries, whatever is going through, more tech employees, all of them are getting laid off in 2022. Many of them are laid off on 2022. And 2020, 2021 also, this trend got started, but still it continues in 2023 as well. So due to that, the situation in offices, like the schedules are hectic, the stringent timelines are stringent, there are long working hours, which makes the mind busy and occupied all the time. So due to which people are not able to focus on themselves. Sometimes either in our professional life or personal life, if someone's behavior or attitude or action or sometimes different words may create some uncomfortable situations in us. And then often we experience such situation and it will create an impact on our minds, in our lives, in our behaviors, as well in our actions also. So today's webinar's topic is very helpful to this situation. How can we overcome this situation? So improve our resilience. Resilience is the process and outcome of a successful adapting a difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, behavioral flexibility and adjustment to the external and internal demands. Resilience teaches us to come back quickly and move in our lives. We all have this quality, resilience quality, we all have. But since we are too busy and too occupied, our minds are also too occupied, not being able to focus in ourselves and pause for a while. Actually, when we pause and look back and analyze the situation, we can come back quickly. So we end up in experiencing burden in our challenges, what we face. We cannot come back quickly from hurt, pain due to lack of self-checking. When we become resilient, it becomes easier to come out from the situation. And this needs little practice of realizing and experiencing our inner powers. Come, let's explore our own inner powers. And thereby resilient power is experiencing successful work-life balance. So this session is organized by BRAHMA. So let me tell you about BRAHMA little bit. So you, as all of you must be aware of it, BRAHMA is Surya Vishwavidyalaya. It is founded on 1936. It is a non-government spiritual organization which is dedicated to personal transformation, world renewal, meditation for peace, hope for the world, wisdom for life, and discovery of spiritual as well as spirituality in our life. We have different wings, around 20 plus wings are there. So out of that, IT wing is one of that. IT wing actually frequently organizes various conferences, retreat, webinars, online and offline programs in various locations around the nation. We have organized 1,000 plus online sessions in last 2 years. Many professionals from various IT organizations, including Google, Microsoft, TCS, IBM, Reliance, HCL, Infosys, you name the company, all the companies' engineers have participated and have experienced. The main aim of this IT wing is to make simple but yet profound principles of Raja Yoga meditation that can be accessible and practicable in all IT professionals. So the contact details you can see on the screen. So anybody wants to contact online or offline, they can contact with us. Let me not take more time. Let me welcome and introduce to you all about our guest speaker today. She is our beloved, experienced Brahma Kumari sister, Maria Moreno from Spain. Welcome, sister. Om Shanti. She has been practicing Raj Yoga meditation from last 30 years. She is a lecturer by profession. She is very active in this organization and international programs of Brahma Kumaris as well. She is the coordinator of Brahma Kumari Center in Valencia, Spain, and member of the national coordination team of BK Spain as well. She is mother of 2 kids as well. Welcome, sister. Over to you. We would like to hear more about you, about the topic, today's topic as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Devashri. And you introduced the subject very well. And thank you for inviting me, also to Sister Savita. And yes, I think we have today a very, very important topic. I think it's very relevant for our current times. As Sister Devashri introduced, all of us have many, many situations. And of course, all of us have to pass through many challenges, some at a personal level, at a professional level, at a social level. We have challenges of different kinds, relationships, problems with the family, economic problems, environmental problems, social problems. Here in Europe, for example, we passed COVID, you know, all the problems we have with COVID, with so many deaths. And but now we have the war. We have the Ukrainian war that is like a threat, especially in Central Europe. I mean, we think that we have overcome something and then another situation starts. But sometimes, normally, we cannot change the situation, but we can change something. We can improve our resilience, because if we improve our resilience, then whatever happens, we will overcome it successfully. So I want this seminar, it will be a short seminar, to be very practical. Because in theory, we know what is resilience. We have many books, many videos of what resilience is, but in a practical way of living the resilience, we can understand resilience and study a lot about resilience, but when the situation comes, we need to have absorbed in ourselves resilience. And for that, we have to practice. And we are today, I hope that we can extract from the practices that we are doing something useful for us, for our personal life. So for that, I will facilitate some exercises, and it will be very useful if you have some a way of taking notes, either in the computer, in the phone, or with a piece of paper. Okay, so let me share the screen first, and we will start with some minutes of silence, just 2 minutes of silence, for disconnecting of all our previous worries or whatever is in our mind. So try to calm down and be more concentrated in the now and in this specific seminar. So let me share a screen. Let me see how to do it. I cannot find the way of presentation mode. Let me see.
Downstairs
slideshow.
downstairs on the here, right? That one, yeah.
A slideshow, yeah, now.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, we start with 2 minutes of silence. Thank you. The power of silence to calm down our mind is incredible, isn't it? So the idea is how to improve my resilience. We will start with a personal reflection because we want to be this seminar to be very practical. So I will invite you to think about one situation in which you need to be resilient now. Please think in one situation in which you need to be resilient now, either from your personal relationships, conflict, or some pressure that you feel because different reasons, professional, social, whatever situation that you think you have to confront, you have to face now, and you need to be resilient. You can write it. It's useful to write. These notes will be only for you. They are totally private. And when you write something, it's important not to think too much, because sometimes if we think too much, we complicate the thoughts. We don't get clarified. That it's better to let just to emerge the first ideas that you have about that. And then I'm going to invite you to think in a situation that you overcame successfully in the past. Think in one situation from the past that you already overcame. Do you know which were the reasons of your success? Do you know why you succeed to overcome this situation? Was your own resilience part of that success? Part of that was one of the reasons of your success? You show resilience? Can you describe your resilience in that situation? Were you very patient? Were you very sincere, honest? Which qualities from yourself did you practice to face that situation? Were you very brave, courageous, honest, transparent, coherent? How were you in that moment? And the third question is not here, but is logic. How can I apply to the situation now those qualities? How can I apply to this situation I have to face now my own resilience? Okay, so now that we have thought about ourselves, we can define resilience as the ability to overcome setbacks and absorb any learning offered by those setbacks quickly and at a minimum cost. What does this mean? That all the situations that we face are showing us a very valuable learning. We can learn from those situations, not only from the situations, but from the way that we are confronting, the way that we are overcoming the situation. So take the lessons of the past and apply them to the present time. But of course, we have to take the situations that we have succeed for learning from our own strengths, because all of us have strengths. So we have to learn which are those strengths and how to apply those strengths to the present time, to the current situation. There are different levels of resilience, but the highest level of resilience is when a person transforms an extreme challenge in an opportunity and achieves good outcomes for the setback, even in the face of extreme loss. Extreme loss in terms of people that we love, in terms of money, in terms of properties. Something can happen that make me lose a very dear person or property or whatever. So how to transform this extreme challenge in an opportunity? I will give you an example of a job. If we lose a job, this is a great thing. This is especially now that we have some problems. Now is one of the most challenging aspect that they are discussing is about the artificial intelligence. I know that all of you are IT professionals, and you know more than myself about this. But which are the dangers, the risk of the very fast growth of the artificial intelligence? And one of the risks that they are mentioning is to lose jobs. Many professions, many jobs will be redundant in the future due to the implementation of the artificial intelligence. So will happen with my job? I mean, there is a kind of fear of that. So I cannot change that, but I can change my level of resilience to face if this happened to me, and then maybe I can change to another job that will be more. I will have more realization as a person in that job. So sometimes there is something that I like, that when one door is closed, many doors will open. So to have this faith in the future, this positive view, but this is only possible if I believe in my own strengths, if I believe in my own resilience. So there is 3 pillars or 3 anchors of my resilience. One is the sense of identity. That includes my strengths, that we will see later. Another is the sense of purpose, and the other one is the sense of direction, my vision of myself in the future. So it doesn't matter what is happening around me. I have these 3 anchors, or these 3 pillars that make me resilient. Whatever the situation will be, my resilience will depend on these 3 anchors, these 3 specific pillars. So let's start with the sense of identity. The identity is, who am I really? Very often I identify myself with my profession, with my role as a mother, as a child, as my age. I am old, I am young, and I am a teenager, whatever. Sometimes with my nationality. Okay, I am Spanish. With my job, I am a professor at the university. My ego can increase, no, because of that. Or I am an IT professional, very high level IT professional. So, or a manager. But what happened with those identities? If I identify myself with that, this is very fragile. It's very fragile, because if I am retired, I'm retired, then there is a vacuum in my, there is a kind of black space, a gap in my identity. Okay, I don't have a job now. What to do with my life? Who am I now? I'm not professor anymore. So, or if I identify with my physical appearance, oh, I am a very, very beautiful woman, very handsome man. Then, if I am getting old, I see in the mirror and I say, oh, who am I? I'm not very happy with myself. But there is something that is very stable, that more than physical qualities are qualities of the soul. And through meditation, we can discover those qualities. And this won't change. Doesn't matter if I am young, if I am old, if I am a professor, if I am an IT professional, I will be that, because the qualities, the soul, I don't know if you are going to do the Raja Yoga course or you have already done, but one of the main lessons in the first lesson is, I am an eternal soul. And these qualities can be forever, can be eternal. So this is my anchor, this is my pillar. So now we are going to do some evaluations of myself, each one of us themselves. And from the evaluation, I am asking you to be in a position of a detached observer. Not to go to enter in the issue, but not, you need to be outside. Try to be free of emotions, looking only at the objective facts. See, I am looking to myself, but not from a physical point of view, from a physical perspective, but from a spiritual perspective. I am looking towards something that is invisible. That is my inner self. For example, my patient. I am very patient, okay? Very peaceful person. Where is the patient? It's invisible, okay? It's in my inner self. I am a very courageous person. Where is the courage? It's not in my hands, in my physical. I mean, this will be shown through my body, but it's invisible as well. It's in my inner self. So I'm going to get immersed in my inner self, in this self that I cannot see, but I can perceive. There is a reality, even though I cannot see it, I can perceive, I can feel it and perceive it. So we could compare this with a coconut. You can see a coconut that on the outside is very is brown, ugly, but inside is white and sweet. So we have some. If we were a coconut, our inner self, we could see that we have some acquired aspects, because we had a long life with many experiences, some experiences, very bad experiences, and we have accumulated many spiritual injuries in some way. We have been hurt many times. So, and this has been recorded. But inside, there are some innate qualities. There are 5 inner qualities that are very basic and are present in all the human beings, that are very basic, that are peace, love, bliss, truth, and purity. And from those inner qualities, many other qualities can be developed. Like, for example, from peace, you have patience, you have calm, you have serenity. From love, you have care, you have sweetness, you have cooperation. From bliss, you have happiness, you have joy. From truth, you have sincerity, you have honesty. From purity, you have strength. So there are so many qualities in my inner self. So, and this is really my inner sweetness. So the challenges that come are from outside, and sometimes we react, many times we react from our acquired aspects, in the sense that we are hard to them. But how can I react from my inner qualities? Because resilience is not in that self, it's in the inner qualities. Maybe you have heard that if there is a big storm in a mountain, in the forest, the trees that fell down are the hard ones, the rigid ones. They fell down. But the ones that are flexible and they are green and more flexible, they will dance with a storm. This is a beautiful image that make us understand better resilience, because resilience is not to fight against the situation. Another is more to accept, to embrace, to dance with the situation, to overcome that. Another image that is very nice to understand resilience is the water. When you see the flow of water from a fountain and the river, the water is very fast, reaches the destination very fast. But why? Because the water is not fighting with the stones, is not fighting with the different obstacles that come in the way. The water flows, embrace, and reach very quickly to the. So in this sense, why this is because we explain that because we have to get back, go into our identity, but this identity, these innate qualities that will make us resilient, you know. And these are our inner values. So I'm going to practice. I'm going to make to facilitate an exercise now in relation with this. How was it to feel good about yourself? Remember a time in your past when you felt that life was really worth living, and there was a sense of mastery over things. Can you think in a time in which you felt that you were the master over things? You felt strong, spiritually strong, not physically strong, of course, spiritually strong. How was it? It's good if you can make notes and notes about it. How was the situation? How was my feelings in that moment? How were your relationships? What were the virtues or values you were using at that moment, at that time? Were you flexible, acceptance, patient, courageous, joyful, caring? Which were your values in that moment that make you feel this mastery over things? Wisdom, wise. Were you wise? With power of discernment and taking decisions? How was what were your values in that time? So now, please try to feel this. This can be a description of your main virtues. Maybe from the past, or maybe from the situations now. I mean, what I see in myself now in this moment. Which are the virtues that I have now that help me to benefit others? These virtues that I'm putting in practice now to serve others, to help others, to benefit others. How I am putting my skills or my resources in practical, at the service of others. Which are these virtues? Maybe I am very cooperative. Cooperation can be one of them. Maybe I am a giver. Maybe I am very wise, and I'm putting my wisdom at the service of others. Maybe I can help others with my physical strength, doing things, whatever. But how I benefit others, which are the main virtues in myself that help me to benefit others, to serve others. I am very joyful, and I am giving joy to others. I'm very happy, and I am giving happiness to others, so happiness will be one of these. I am very peaceful, and then I give peace to others, so peace can be one of these virtues I'm putting in practice. I am very generous, and the generosity can be one of these as well. Thinking your main virtues to benefit others. And now, think in your daily life. Which are the main virtues that you put in practice in your daily life? Maybe I have a difficult life and I have to be very tolerant. So tolerance is one of my main virtues. I have to be very patient. I have to be very clever because I have a very difficult job. Which are the virtues I'm putting in practice in my daily life? Perseverant, constant, acceptance, so many. You know what? Sometimes when we ask, which are my main weaknesses, then many come to my mind. Many weaknesses come. But when I ask myself, which are my main virtues, then I get stuck. I get totally stuck. But we have to perseverate. I mean, it's important to clarify this. Which are my main virtues? Because this is the basis of self-respect. This is not ego. This is self-respect. You know what? If I have self-respect, I can't let go ego. because ego is false, is false self-respect. But if I have true self-respect, that is true because comes from my true self, then ego will go. But but I have to go deeper to my self-respect and reflect. A reflection about my main virtues is very good, to have true self-respect. And this is one of the bases of resilience. So, my daily life. In difficult situations, which are the two most important virtues that help me in difficult situations? In other words, to be resilient. Maybe I can take the strengths that I got in the previous reflection, or others, no problem. So, but which are the main virtues I have that can help me in difficult situations? Maybe flexibility, maybe acceptance, maybe tolerance, maybe inner strength, maybe stability, maybe sense of balance, whatever I think. Which are my main virtues that help me in situations that are very difficult? Kindness, especially in situations with relationship, to be kind is a good virtue. In situations, conflicts with other people, to be kind, to be caring. So after this reflection, I can go to the top and just think, which is my main virtue? Which is my main virtue? Which is the root of my self-respect in some way? Can I think in one that is my main virtue? That virtue will be at the core of all the rest. Maybe all are related in some way with this one that is the root of all the rest. Maybe it's peace, love, bliss, truth, purity. Okay, if you have not found it, no problem at all. There is a sentence that I like, is if there are good questions, there will be good answers. Sooner or later, maybe the answer is not coming now, but maybe tomorrow while I'm taking a shower or when I get up, then, oh yes, this is, no? I have to make good questions, and the answer will come sooner or later. So the second pillar is the sense of purpose. The first was the sense of identity. The sense of identity makes me with this self-respect that is needed for being resilient. Because the source of weaknesses, one of the main sources of weaknesses is the lack of self-respect. If I don't know who I am like very weak. So this is very important, the sense of identity. But equally important is the sense of purpose. What do I really want to be and do? Is the why I am here, why I am in this world, which is my sense of being, which is my purpose in life. this is really very important, because if I find my purpose, you know what? I will find my motivation. Because if I don't have purpose, I don't have motivation. I am like a robot, an automatic, like the artificial intelligence, a robot. Even I can appear to be very, very intelligent, very wise, and very clever, but deeply, I am sad because I don't have motivation, because I don't know why I am here. So I have to find my purpose. I have done many seminars about this as participant. And what happened to me during at the very beginning was that when I got when I arrived to this point of trying to find my purpose in life, I got blocked. I was totally blocked because I thought this is so important. The purpose in life is so important that if I don't find, I cannot find it easily, because they put examples like Mother Teresa of Calcutta, that she was not happy what she was doing in India. She was teaching in a school, but she was not happy. And then she was walking through the streets of Calcutta, and she saw the eyes of very poor person, that very handicapped person that was on the floor. And when she looked at the eyes of that person, she found a purpose that was helping the ones that nobody wants to help. And this made her to be so strong, so motivated, that she started a new religion, a new religious branch. And I mean, she did so many things, so many good things for poor people. But when I hear those examples, I got blocked, because I thought, oh, I'm not going to find my purpose so easily in a seminar. But you know what? That I think there is an easy way of finding my purpose, is to see that purpose is the expression of my deepest virtues. So if I found my deepest qualities, and I put my qualities at the service of others, I express those qualities to help others, this is my purpose. Let's, for example, think that my best quality, my main quality is wisdom. When I'm putting wisdom at the service of others, spiritual wisdom, for example, if I'm putting spiritual wisdom to the service of others, I will find my purpose, because I will feel very useful, and I will feel very happy of sharing this that is most valuable in myself, you know. So there is a very simple way of finding my purpose, is to find ways in which I can put my main virtue at the service of others. When I am doing what I am really, when I really am, I feel happy. When I am doing what I really am, I feel happy. I feel motivated. So I am, this is a very important issue, because if I am happy, I feel full of energy. And if I am full of energy, whatever situation that can happen to me, I can be more resilient as well. So there is a deep connection between the purpose and the resilience. So, discovering my purpose. Look at your pyramid of virtues. I hope that you have writing something. That's why I told you, please write, take notes. No? But maybe if you have not taken notes, you can just remember which were your main virtues and think in them. If you had real freedom to really do what you are, what would you be doing to put these virtues in practice? For example, if I discover that my inner main quality is wisdom, how can I apply this? How can I put this in practice? How, if I had real wisdom, for example, I will start doing international seminars through Zoom. I will start a school. I will join some specific activities with other people. I mean, what is your which is your idea about this? What would you be doing? In which field would you be expressing that? In which field? I mean, give this content, specific, practical context. How are you going to apply that virtue to help others and to help yourself, of course? Because when you help others, you are helping yourself. With whom? So, please summarize in one sentence. I will do something with someone through my virtues or assets. Just write this sentence. Okay? Did you manage to summarize? Don't think too much. I mean, try to be spontaneous. So, the third pillar. The third pillar is sense of direction. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? In the sense that I have more clarity about my qualities, my virtues. And for that, the meditation is very helpful, because meditation is connecting with myself and connecting with the source. But through meditation, we can understand ourselves better. we can look at our virtues, our qualities, discover, it's a discovering, and also connecting with the purpose is very, very, can give us a strength, a lot of strength, spiritual strength. And the sense of direction is where I want to go. I mean, okay, I know who I am. I know which is my purpose, but where am I going? How I see myself in the future? What is the vision of my future? My vision is the expression of the purpose. So I am inviting you now to reflect and even draw an icon that represents your vision in the future, the vision of yourself in the future. If I live my purpose, how I will it express itself in terms of inner state, relationships, and service over the next 2 years? How will be this image? How am I going to be? And create an icon. What I mean by an icon, for example, I will tell you my own icon. When I did this exercise, I draw a hand with a light in the middle. A hand with a light in the middle, that because I was trying to represent that I would like to offer my own light, representing the best of myself to others, to the world. So try to find an image that can represent how you see yourself in the future. How do you see yourself putting in practice that purpose that you have found? Take your time. It's important because the icon will remind you in the future your purpose. Okay? And then we have these three anchors, these three different pillars. But we have to apply this in different fields. We have to apply this in our inner state, that is the basis, of course, making our inner state strong. And we have to apply this to our relationships and service. And this will make us to feel full, to feel motivated, to feel that we are pursuing, that we have a value in life. So this will be really very good for our equilibrium, our balance, our strength, and our inner strength. So here you can just write now, or maybe later, or if you prefer to think a bit more about it. In these three aspects of my life, my inner state, my relationships in service to others, in which directions I'm going to apply my purpose and my qualities. In which sense? In the sense of in which specific directions, which changes I'm going to apply, which changes in which directions I'm going to apply in my life. So my inner state to be more strong every day in my relationship, to try to have the best relationships, to improve my relationships, especially with people that are not very good, the relationships are not good, and also to serve others. Okay, so try to fill this table to help you like a guide for the next year. This is a bit complex. I mean, you will need time. Maybe you can just take the table and you can reflect, because sometimes you will need maybe even some hours, no, to find specific directions in each of these aspects. So we can summarize what we have been talking about. To increase my resilience requires better understanding of myself and who I am, understanding my purpose and my direction in the world, focusing my energy on only those things that will empower my journey. And this is connected with the direction, with the table I have to fill. And gaining internal power to maintain my commitment, or in other words, to commit to my own progress. Because this is important. This will make a change in my life. So, and meditation helped me a lot in this way, because meditation will help me to gain willpower, to be more committed with my self-progress, be more constant, more committed, will allow me to be more concentrated, easy concentration, to gain peace internally, be more stable, and to have this natural positivity that we need, and to have happiness and feel that every day is a joy, no matter what. And this was all the things that I wanted to share in this seminar. Maybe you have some questions that we can dedicate a bit of time to answer, or comments if you want to make a comment or a question.
Thank you so much, sister. Anyone has any questions can raise your hand or can ping me on the chat.
At the beginning, there was a hand. I think someone wanted to make a question. Maybe I can stop sharing now. At the beginning, there was a hand.
Please feel free to ask your questions. Anybody has any doubt, want to clarify anything?
Everything is very clear then.
You have given a lot of exercise to do for us. We have to do a lot more
homework.
introspection.
Lot of homework. No, but it's very simple. In my experience, the most important things are simple. Sometimes go to the basics is the best.
Yes.
Because it seems simple, but it's very profound, it's very deep. And this exercise can give you a lot of strength, inner strength, and a lot of self-respect as well.
We need some more time for self. We have to find out time and do retrospection of ourselves.
For that, the meditation is very important. If we meditate every day, we can be more concentrated and we can look at ourselves better in a detached way.
Anybody has any more doubt and to ask anything?
Okay. Maybe Savita, you can take.
Savita,
Okay, Om Shanti. Good evening to all. So first of all, let us thank Sister Maria for her wonderful sharing that has really been very useful. I enjoyed the session a lot because she has been such an example. Always working with her, doing service with her has always been a joy. It's like, you know, when we work together for godly task and the spiritual service, it's like we are enjoying, we are rather working, because that understanding, that chemistry, that flexibility is there in her sanskar, in her nature. So it has really been a fortune to have you with us today, Sister Maria. And her health is also not bit okay, but still she's managed to give us the time. And as we all know, the important quality we all need is the resilient power to come back and move on with positivity. So this session really gave us a different perspective, how we can be resilient, and how we, because we think more sometimes negative about ourselves, right? But when we think about our own virtues, they will definitely come out, and we can really become a virtuous person or a soul. So many thanks, Sister Maria, for your valuable sharing time, and we will definitely practice whatever the homework you have given, and we will become embodiment of what we have learned today.
Thank you very much for
Thanks
the meditation, Sister Savita. I think you are doing now a meditation.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, 20 more minutes we have. We will play the video which you have sent.
Yeah.
Then
it's a very simple video, but this I think is very useful because it shows how to disconnect and how to meditate for a very busy people. So
yeah, okay.
I think that all of you are very busy people, so you will find, I hope that you will find it very, very useful.
Definitely. So she joined all the way from Spain. So this is like an international gathering today. A very nice weekend we are having. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Om Shanti. So Om Shanti. सिस्टर मरिया को थोड़ा सा जाना था बिकॉज उनका कुछ हेल्थ का अपॉइंटमेंट है, तो भी 20 मोर मिनट्स हमारे पास है, 6:30 तक ये वेबिनार चलनी है. So whatever we have learned, being resilient means coming back. सवेरे से रात तक sometimes we face so many situations, challenges at workplace or at personal level, professional level, physical health also sometimes we get up, that becomes a challenge. So it's very important that we should come back, and for that we need power. It's not that easy to come back and move on also. And where do we get the power from? Because when the mind is weak, even the small issue, like we think about that issue and it starts looking like a bigger issue because the mind is very weak. So if the mind is powerful, even the situation is bigger or more challenging, but we feel like it's okay, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक हो जाएगा, आगे बढ़ते हैं. You know, that thought we create. But when the mind is very, very weak, even the small problem feels like a very big problem. Even a small insult, someone said something, someone insulted me, someone defamed me, छोटी सी बात है, but mind weak होने के कारण, when we are very happy, when we are very contented, when we are in a very good state of mind, we feel चलो कोई बात नहीं, it's okay, चलो कोई बात नहीं. बड़ी बात के लिए भी sometimes we say like that. But when we are really upset, when you are irritated or disturbed, छोटी बात के लिए भी हम ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हैं. It all depends on how much powerful my mind is. जितना जितना मन को हम शक्तिशाली बनाएंगे, उतना उतना सिचुएशंस को फेस करके आगे जाने में मदद मिल जाती है. But the question is how to empower the mind, how to become powerful. हमारा जो अभी का हमारा जो माइंड का जो कनेक्शन है, जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है, we usually remember human beings. Either any human being we are remembering throughout the day. कोई past की बातें, a current situation, or about the future worries. So we are like, you know, I am also a human being, a soul, and the person जिसको हम याद करते हैं सारा दिन, वो भी एक human being है. तो एक ही एक frequency level पे हम we always remember people throughout the day. But when जो फ्रीक्वेंसी लेवल, जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी लेवल से हम किसी को भी याद करते हैं, उनका भी एनर्जी सेम है या तो थोड़ा सा उनका डाउन है. इफ दिस इज मी एंड इफ दिस इज अदर पर्सन, उनका एनर्जी लेवल सो सेम होगा, थोड़ा सा डाउन होगा या थोड़ा सा ज्यादा होगा. इट्स नॉट अ वेरी हायर एनर्जी लेवल पे कोई ह्यूमन बीइंग नहीं रहता. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ कनेक्शन. वेयर एम आई कनेक्टिंग विथ, वेयर एम आई कनेक्टिंग टू अदर ह्यूमन बीइंग जिसका एनर्जी लेवल मेरे जितना ही है, थोड़ा सा मेरे से ज्यादा हो सकता है या कम हो सकता है. तो द कनेक्शन शुड बी विद द हाईएस्ट सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी. दैट इटसेल्फ इज कॉल्ड एज मेडिटेशन. मेडिटेशन का मतलब है मन को कनेक्ट करना द हाईएस्ट सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी, जो जिनको हम परमात्मा कहते हैं, ईश्वर कहते हैं, गॉड कहते हैं. we call him through different names, but he is the highest source of energy. if I am point A, जिसके साथ मुझे कनेक्ट करना है परमात्मा, that is point B. point A और point B का connection is called as meditation. So when I am able to connect with point B, so उनमें जो शक्तियां हैं, गुण है, एनर्जी है, वो मेरे में, I will be able to experience that power, that those virtues and energy, then I'll become powerful too. तो जब मैं शक्तिशाली बन जाती हूँ तो क्या हो जाता है, कोई भी सिचुएशन को पॉजिटिवली हैंडल करके मूव ऑन हो जाना हमारे लिए इजी हो जाता है. दैट इटसेल्फ इज कॉल्ड एज बीइंग रेजिलिएंट. फॉर एग्जांपल 9 AM in the morning कुछ हो जाता है, किसी के साथ आर्गुमेंट हो गया, किसी के साथ डिस्टर्बेंस क्रिएट हो गया, एक मैसेज आया, ईमेल आया, फोन कॉल आया, घर पे कुछ हो गया. 9 AM in the morning something happened and I'm very much upset about that 9 AM situation in the morning. I'm just starting the day, 9 AM it's just I'm starting the day at the office. But if I'm not able to put a full stop by being resilient at 9 AM in the morning, what I'll be doing, I'll be carrying that negative energy throughout the day 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 noon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m. I'm thinking about that situation which has happened at 9 a.m. in the morning because I haven't put a full stop by being resilient. So that's why we have a traffic control system in Brahma Kumaris where every 1 hour we practice meditation, we practice silence, we put full stop to whatever had happened in the past, move on. 9 a.m. in the morning, something happened, just give even half a minute or 1 minute to yourself, go into deep silence, put full stop, it's okay, I forgive that person, I move on. Otherwise, that will keep disturbing me 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 noon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. In a similar way, something has happened 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 10 days ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. We carry so much of that burden in the mind all the time because I haven't put a full stop. I didn't realize, I didn't forgive that person or ask for forgiveness, and I didn't move on. That's why उसका burden carry करने की वजह से भी mind जो है भारी हो जाता है. So being resilient means every situation there is something to learn. There is definitely something to realize. And there is something to learn. As I told, there is something to learn and move on. Every situation that comes, that might have come to clear my past karmic account as well. That has come to, sometimes what happens, छोटी-छोटी बातें होती रहती है. छोटा-छोटा घाव हो जाता है. यहाँ कभी कट हो गया, पाँव में छोटा सा कहीं लग गया, टेबल लग गया, दरवाजा लग गया. Like हमारे बड़े कहते हैं कि छोटा सा कुछ हो गया ना, that is good. बड़ी बात कुछ होने से अच्छा है ना, छोटी बात में ही वो that clear हो गया. In a similar way, whenever any situation comes, physically, mentally, emotionally, workplace, personal life, जो भी बातें जब भी हमारे सामने आती हैं, what I'll have to practice कि कोई तो बड़ी बात होने वाली थी, छोटी बात में ही that karmic account got cleared. ऐसे भी अपने को पॉजिटिव कर सकते हैं. Otherwise, all the time that negativity, that disturbance in the mind won't let us to experience happiness, peace, contentment in life. So it's all about meditation, connecting with the highest source of energy. And jitna bhi, no matter how much busy we are, definitely we do have the option to give time to ourselves and meditate. तो उसी के लिए एक वीडियो बनाया हुआ है. I request Sister Madhu to play that video कि कैसे busy schedule में भी हम meditation का practice कर सकते हैं. We will watch that video for 5 minutes.
Since you're watching this video, I'll bet you want to meditate but don't have time. Maybe you've tried to meditate but had some trouble. Maybe you had a wonderful experience meditating over there, but just can't find that same feeling over here. Well, my name is Marty Borison, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the technique of one-moment meditation. Then you can meditate whenever you need to. Like when you're feeling stressed, or feeling angry. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, or you're feeling anxious, or you just need a new idea. Although one-moment meditation is ultimately about meditating in a moment, we're going to start with a minute. We start with a minute because a moment goes by so quickly that it's very hard to notice. But a minute is like a moment with handles on it. You know where it begins and where it ends, so it's easier to grasp. If you're ready, we'll do the basic minute now. You might want to shut the door, or at least tell people you're not available for the next minute. You don't have to tie yourself in knots for this. Just sit with your legs planted firmly on the floor. Try to sit up straight, but don't be rigid. It's as if your head were being lifted up away from the weight of the world. Think of it as cosmic traction. Now put your hands in any position that's balanced, symmetrical, and still. Like this, or like this. During the minute, simply focus on your breathing, moment by moment. Of course, even in the space of a minute, you will get distracted. That's perfectly normal. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. But as soon as you notice that you're distracted, just think, and bring your mind back to your breathing. I'll ring a bell so you know when to start and when to finish. Ready? Then close your eyes. Oh, one more thing. It's okay to smile. And go. As you open your eyes, notice how you feel right now. Maybe a little bit refreshed, a little bit more awake, a little bit more open-minded. Not bad for a minute. And the more you do it, the better it gets. But please don't ever do the basic minute for longer than a minute. Don't be macho about it. Because the point of the basic minute is to show you that you can make a meaningful change in your state of mind quickly. So if you do it for longer, you're cheating. With 1 moment meditation, you can also learn how to do the portable minute, which is very useful when you're standing in line, on a train, or stuck in a boring meeting. You can also learn the bonus minute, the surprise minute, and the emergency minute. With 1 moment meditation, you can also learn how to reduce the length of the basic minute step by step until it only takes a moment. And when you can meditate in a moment, your whole day can be filled with meditation because it takes no time at all.
Om Shanti. Very beautiful video we saw. 1 minute से start करो. That was the essence of the video key. If you have very much complaints about I don't have time for meditation, start doing meditation from 1 minute. 1 minute करो. 1 minute तो कोई complain नहीं कर सकता कि मेरे पास 1 minute का time नहीं है. Start from 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 4 minutes, and then 5 minutes like that. So to learn Raj Yoga meditation, जो ब्रह्म कुमारीस में सिखाया जाता है, you can contact your nearest Brahma Kumaris center, like in brahmakumaris.com. Sister Devashri can type and send that message to everyone. brahmakumaris.com, you can find the nearest Brahma Kumaris local center where you can go learn meditation properly. कैसे करना है वहाँ पे sisters आपको सिखाएंगे. Once you learn the proper method of meditation, जहाँ पर भी आप है 1 मिनट से भी स्टार्ट करके कर सकते हैं. इट्स रियली ब्यूटीफुल एक्सपीरियंस कि 1 मिनट का जो मेडिटेशन हम भी करें, 1 मिनट भी हम करें, स्टार्ट करें, तो उसका असर कितना कुछ हो जाता है लाइफ में. दैट रियली मेक्स अ बिग डिफरेंस. And now there is an IT conference in Mount Abu. I'm with I'm connected with you all from Mount Abu from 1st to 5th September. You can it will be for IT professionals on the same topic, inner resilience, and all our senior speakers will take sessions and help us to understand how to balance the work life, how to be resilient, how to have harmony in relationships. So how to have basically a very good balanced life. So all the sessions will be taken. So you can register online and so come and join the event at Mount Abu. You're almost welcome to register and join. Now we will practice meditation with a commentary for a few minutes, and then a song will be played. Then we will end the session. Anything else to say? Anyone has any question, you can drop a message. And for the conference, you can contact us. I'll share the number and the email address. You can contact us through that. We will assist you in registration. So sit comfortably in a very relaxed position. We will practice on this particular topic what we have learned today. How to be resilient. I experience very deeply that there is resilient power inside of me. I have the power to come back from any situation and move on. I have the power to put a full stop, learn from the situation, remain positive all the time, and bring that positive change in me. I connect myself with the Almighty Authority, the highest source of energy, experience, power, peace, and bliss. No matter what, no matter how difficult the situations will be, I determine to come back from them and move on. I'll remain resilient in all the situations of life. I'm a powerful being and I have the power to have a purpose for my life, motivate myself when I feel low, and move on. I practice this every day, at least for a minute from today onwards. Om Shanti. Maybe we can play the song and for 2 minutes and maintain some more silence and end the session.
जैसा सोचोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे जैसा कर्म होगा, वैसा फल पाओगे। श्रेष्ठ कर्म का आधार है खुद का कर लो दर्शन, यही जीवन का सार है, यही जीवन का सार है। जैसा सोचोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे, जैसा कर्म होगा वैसा फल पाओगे। मन में हो शुभ संकल्प तो जीवन में फिर दुख कैसा, जब अंतर में शुभ भावना तो दिल में सुख सावन जैसा। हार कर जो ना हारे जीत उसी की होती है, घनघोर अंधेरे में भी जलती जगमग उसकी ज्योति है। जैसा देखोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे, जैसा चाहोगे तुम वैसा बन जाओगे।